Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Bobby at Bobby's Hobbies. We are temporarily interrupting the advancement of motorizing this New Haven. I think it's an EP3 diesel. So we'll be back on that shortly. But we got a huge influx of trains from the TrainMaster Frank, and 10 boxes of incredible HO trains. He's downsizing. So we made this donation to the channel. So I'm going to do some unboxing on that, of course. But I'm just jumping ahead because one of the little trains that I saw looked like a potential quick fix. You never know. And it's this AHM 35-ton diesel electric. And he's even got two original part sheets. So you see there's two weights, whatever, the stanchion. It's a pretty simple locomotive. And inside the box, there's an instruction sheet, an extra instruction sheet for the E60 CP electric, which I have, and it's never bad to have an extra instruction sheet. So that's pretty cool. And let's see, we'll put that away. Just leave this as we found it. It's very lightweight. Put that there. Here's the locomotive. Kind of wedged in here. Okay, obviously this is a Frank improvement, but there's some obvious issues. Ta-da! Now, designating this, made a code. So that's FV for Frank. This came from box 5. This is number 1 item worked on. So hopefully you could see that in there. FV5 number 1. And that's good. See, everything's intact here, but the top comes off with no help. This looks like a different bulb. Looks like a Christmas bulb, but maybe not. It just doesn't look like an original bulb, but I could be wrong. Now, how do I get this out of here? This had to be a screw-on. Oh, a screw bolt from the top? Quite possible. Let's get some magnifying glasses on here. Oh, this is it. Nothing like working on the master's trains. Well, I met Frank in Brooklyn a long time ago, and I thought I loved trains at that time, but I mean, his knowledge of toy trains is just incredible. And basically, you had any question, he was better than any of these AI options now. Now this should enable the post to glue back, because this is polystyrene, my favorite plastic, because it's fixable. Unlike engineering plastic, which is not fixable. Okay, that's beautiful. So this kind of free floats. It's got the weight. Again, doesn't seem to be anything wrong with this. Oh my God, he repainted it. South Brooklyn. Oh my gosh, now it's instant. Oh my god, look at that! It's an instant classic. I don't know if he had the original decals or he was making it, but let's put this here. That's there's the big issue: the wheel. Now, in fairness, I added this tape because I didn't think I was going to work on it right away, but it was just getting to me like, I gotta fix it, gotta fix it, gotta fix it. Okay. Cracked wheel axle. Oh, the safest way to do it. Hey, before we take it off though, let's just see if it's alive. Power leads on. I got no idea if it's alive or not. Classic old AHM engine. Wheels powered in the back. It means if we do this, it's up in the air. So we could clean this up later, but so it's fine. Right, okay, so that's good. Again, I'm sure it could use a cleaning of the wheels. That would be fine. But, three-wheeled locomotives probably interesting, but not a good idea. So, always use a tray container if you can find one for loose screws, because nice. Now this wheel does nothing electrically. You could put some lube in there, but we'll do that afterwards. No need to fiddle around with the rest of this for now. See, like the coupler's falling off. Maybe that's a good reason to put it back on. We'll do the lube later. But it is kind of interesting. No magnet. Can't do the magnet trick with no magnet. There you go. The magnet trick I learned from my brother. My brother Henry. Seems like a little... Oh, there we go. That's all right. I'll hold it on. This has to dry. Let's leave it there. Beautiful. Now this. This too, I don't know if this is, polystyrene. We'll find out. This might be engineering plastic. You know, I just don't know. Can't tell. Yeah, if this doesn't hold in 30 seconds, then we know it's polystyrene. It's not polystyrene, I mean. Yep, looks like it's making no. It's probably engineering plastic. Yep. Yeah, it's having no effect. Yeah. In that case, I'll switch to this type of glue. And then I could see why he didn't fix it. It's a pain in the ass. But you can't rely on glue on an axle like that long term. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this Gotta try to feel around and make sure that we get it on right. See, it kind of feels like it's stuck in there. Now, if this holds and it doesn't have the heebie-jeebies or the Old George wobble when it rolls on the track, our friend Old George, man, he fought in the Battle of the Bulge. One of the finest people I've ever met. But as he got older, he got the shakes. And, you know, we were young guys and, you know, like, oh, don't give it Old George, he's shaking up. You know, he's shaking up a storm. Like, he'd be like, you know, and he used to get pissed. And one day, Old George came to my house and he saw this scene on a village of these Panzer tanks, like, invading. I was into World War II scenes. And he was like a Vietnam vet with a flashback. But it was a World War II flashback. Like, he could barely breathe. He's like, what is that? And he was telling me about how in the Battle of the Bulge, he could hear the Panzer tanks coming with their growling diesel engines. And it would inspire terror. And that scene terrified him. Okay, let's see now if this is going to roll right or roll with the heebie-jeebies. Oh, it's got a little heebie-jeebie. Yep. See, that's the problemo. It had the heebie-jeebie. I insist on shutting this glue immediately because it creates problems everywhere it goes. Like that. Oh, I'll be right back. Okay, fortunately didn't bounce 4. Now, if we can get this on the right way, I can't rely on the glue alone. So what we'll do is, if and when it solidifies, we will, I have some kind of a tool, which is a very tiny, super tiny drill. And I will drill a hole through the axle, parallel right in. Oh, man, it's going to be hard. And impose a small wire. Oh. See, not taken. Much easier said than done. Now that one it feels like it's fell into a groove. We're holding it. I don't know how long you gotta hold this for, maybe 30 seconds. Well, you could see that's off. Well, this thing does not want to hold on. You know, 1 second it's still liquid, and the next second, boffo, it's locked. Well, it looks pretty good. No. Hmm. No. Might have to make a new axle. It just doesn't want to stay. And it's also got something on the wheel, on the wheel surface. Let's leave that there and see. Come back. Okay. I'm going to try the deep. This is level. Trying the deep drill. Not deep enough. Not deep enough. Should be deep enough. Yeah. Now this came off, but we're not as worried about it. We're gonna let it dry up and we'll do a test later. All right. Hey, thanks for watching.